today's video is the part 2 video of the Rx7 FD interior changes that I'm planning on doing. Now, if you've watched the first version of this video, I was explaining that I'm going to be ripping out all of the plastics from the Rx7 FD interior, and they'll be going in a PZ gloss black, which is this colour behind me on my Rx7, as you can see. So the idea is I just want the black to go with the red interior and the carbon fibre touches a bit more. Now, I also mentioned I was waiting for 2 fiberglass items that were being custom made from Concept 7. So I actually have those today. They're behind me, so I'm going to flip the camera around in a second to show you those. And I was also waiting for 2 25mm Affinity Badges I had custom made from a sticker company. So I've got those as well. So we'll get those fitted. Once everything's sprayed, I can fit the heater dials and we can see what the end result looks like. So let's crack on. I'm going to start ripping out these plastics now, and then my good friend Jordan, which is a paint sprayer, he's going to be spraying all of this professionally out of a gun. So the end result's going to look really nice. So let's get on with that now and see what the end result looks like by the end. Alright, so over here you can see the new Affinity Badges I had custom made. Now, these were the ones that I was waiting for to be finished off for these heater dials, which are the 2 that's missing here, as you can see. But when they're finished, it kind of look like this one here, if I can get it to focus. So it just pops separate from the purple and the black. So it's going to act as a nice detail when that's fitted. So looking forward to that, how that's going to look at the end. So yeah, I've got these, I can finish that off. The reason I've got so many is because there was a minimum order to get these badges made. So I had to pay out a bit more than expected. Moving over here. So this is the 52mm hold triple gauge pod, which sits up on my dash. So it's got a speaker cage currently on the dash, if I quickly show you inside. So you can see the speaker cage. Now what happens is you pop that speaker cage out, and underneath this gauge pod the guy has moulded exactly the same shape as the speaker cage, so that's going to fit nice and snug. All the wires obviously come through the centre hole for when you wire the gauges up. Over here, this is the Mickey Mouse dome that I was talking about. So the Speedo Cluster sits here, and you've got 2 gauges of your own choice, which will look smart. So this will sit over here. Not much space in here, but you get the idea. So it's the top piece of that Speedo Cluster there. And that gauge on the right there, as you can see, which is in the way, that's going to be removed. And I'll be getting a better updated gauge for the first right hand side one. So yeah, looking forward to how that's going to look as well, because that's a complete different modification I've got inside the car. I just think it's going to look really smart. So yeah, as you can see, everything's in a black gel coat at the moment, which looks quite nice as it is, to be honest, but this is going to be thrown in the bundle with the rest of the plastics in the inside of the car to be resprayed in a PZ black. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the parts I was waiting for. I've got everything, I can just crack straight on. So it's a case of starting to take apart all these door cards, get all these bits of plastic off here, both sides, and all these centre console bits, as I said in the first video, all that's got to come out, and that's what I'll be doing today. So let's crack on now, and I'll get all these parts over to my friend, which is going to be spray painting everything out of a proper air compressed gun. So the end result's going to be really nice. It's going to look exactly like this nice gloss black on the outside of the car, as you can see. So yeah, looking forward to it. Okay guys, so that is all of the plastics now removed from the Rx7. Now that was a bit of a fiddly job to do, to get all those plastics out, especially around the heater dial area. Loads of small screws, loads of electric plugs to try and unplug in tight spaces, which is kind of expected on the Rx7 to be honest. But either way, all the parts are out. So what I'm going to do now is load up my normal car with all the plastics, get all this down to Jordan for respraying. Fingers crossed everything goes well. The bit I am dreading though is when everything comes back to refit all of this now in the Rx7, because I don't want to obviously damage any of the fresh paint on the plastics. So it's just a case of going super careful. Hopefully everything goes well anyway, and yeah, stay tuned to see the end result.
Several days later.
So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching the interior changes so far. Now I apologise for the dark lighting when I was refitting and revealing the panels at the end there. I actually wanted to push the Rx7 out so I could get some decent lighting inside the car, but as you can see outside, it's still hammering down with rain, so I'll have to do that another day. But you get the idea. The gloss black against the red, in my opinion, I think it looks so much better off this camera as well. Just to let you know, it feels a lot more expensive, like looking inside with all the carbon fibre touches separate now. The carbon hydro dip, to be fair, did look good when I had all the black interior, as I said before, but with the red, I 100% prefer this with the gloss black and the carbon touches popping separate. So the next thing I need to do now is save up for all the gauges, for the gauge pods. So I've got 5 gauges to save up for, which is not going to be cheap. So you'll have to bear with me with that, guys. But I am planning on getting them. I will get them. And yeah, that's going to be another video. And I'll probably reveal the ones I'm getting. So stay tuned for that. For those that have been watching my videos but not hit that subscribe button, please hit that button, because it's going to keep me motivated to keep doing more and more of these videos. And you guys can expect a lot more from myself, because this is far from being finished yet. So I will leave it there. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.